Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. So in this video we'll be looking at V75 1S. It's one of those pairs on the reef, which you will need to consider if you have a little account size. So you need to consider this pair because it requires very little amount of a very low margins with the minimum lot size, and you can still get something reasonable at the end of the day. All right, so it is very good that you can use this one of those pairs. There are other pairs like the V151S and other pairs that are not volatile, that those pairs you can use if you have a little account size. So let's just analyze this particular pair here today. Meanwhile, the results you are seeing here, you can see there are two results here, screenshots on this video. These are screenshots from some of my students. All right, these students are the ones I took very early this year. Immediately we started this year, I think that should be like since the first week of January. Yeah, they contacted me and I started the strategy mastery bootcamp with them. All right, so the result you are seeing here is their own work. I was so surprised when they sent me these screenshots. All right, that they are really doing well, and I'm so impressed. This is because of the update I have on my strategy, which is only shared to my students, especially the new ones that are joining in. They get it. So all right, so I'll talk more about this later. So just watch this video. In the course of this video, I'll talk more about this result you're seeing. All right, for now, let's go on back to the analysis of this particular pair. All right, so you can see on this pair we are on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, you can see the market is still kind of choppy. It's consolidating somehow. So it's just buying and selling within a particular range. It's not able to break out of it for the past I think it's over a year, because if you look at it from here, since this should be January 2023 up till now, which is 2025, you can see the market has been only been buying and selling around this zone, selling from here and also buying from here. The market has not been able to break out of this range. All right, so it's actually choppy on this time frame or consolidating, but on the lower time frame we have a whole long way to go. There are lots of moves, lots of bullish moves, lots of bearish moves that you can easily make some profit from if you notice them or be able to trade them. All right, so we're going to be looking at this by this point. As you can see, the market sold nicely. Looking at the last sell from this zone, you can see the market sold nicely with two impulsive candlesticks. And at this point it started reducing. The size of the candle started reducing after we had this bullish candlestick here. These are indication the market is close to a place where it's going to be changing direction, and at the end the market started buying. All right, so marking out this, we just need to put a line somewhere. Let's mark a trend line. Let's take a line to join the lows. Let's see if we can join the lows like this. All right, so you can see we have the lows at this point. If you want to make it very well, you can see the market has not touched this trend line yet. But if we want to follow this other way of marking trend lines to touch the bodies of the candlestick, then there is a touch at this point. All right, both of them are correct, depends on which one works for you best. All right, so now then the next thing is we have to go down to a lower time frame like the 4 hourly time frame, because from now, based on what we know, each time the market gets to this zone here, like after touching the trend line, there's always a buy activity, and you can see the buy activity already started. Then what do we think? We will be expecting the market to buy to the upside, because this is what has been happening for the past about 2 years. This is getting to this is about the third year or so. It's getting to the third year now. The market has been buying from this zone. Each time it buys from this zone, it gets to this top, and the same thing has been happening. So now it is buying again from this zone since the past 4 weeks when it started. You can see now this is the current week. So we'll be expecting the market to do what? To buy to this zone. And trust me, the market cannot just buy just as we expect, because even if you enter a buy trade at this point, you will blow up your account there will be pullbacks because it's a higher time frame. The pullbacks is enough to blow up your $500 account if you're not careful with the lot size. All right, so in this case, we have to go down to a lower time frame to identify most structures that will help us understand what the market is currently doing. If the market is actually ready to go up, or the market is going to be pulling back. So you can be trading the pullbacks and the continuations, all those stuff, while if you are able to notice them on a lower time frame. All right, I can see a zone here on this same lower time frame. This higher time frame, this weekly time frame, you can see there is a zone here. It's a very strong zone right here that the market has been reacting to. Each time the market gets sells down to that zone, it usually rejects. You can see there's been rejections here. So rejections here, and I might even have to drag down the line to get to this level here. It looks more perfect at this point. It looks more perfect at this one. You see the buy. These are the buys. Then there can be another line right above it. Mind you, this is the weekly time frame, so there's a chance we can still put another line right here. That's a whole lot of space, right? A whole lot of space right there if you go down to a lower time frame. All right, but let me take out this one at the meantime. In the meantime, all right, let's go to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, you can see what we are having. You see the market started creating sales from this high. First of all, it created a double top. You can see the double top. Then it broke the neckline, did a retest at this point and sold nicely, pulled back, then came down here. Now on getting down here, you can see the market created some kind of impulsive correction. This is an impulsive correction here that indicates the market is actually going to buy. These are the things you need to always look out for in the market to determine if the market is actually going to change direction or not, especially when it gets to a zone where we have a support or resistance. So if you notice the market start exhibiting this kind of movement, then there's a very high chance the market is actually going to change direction. All right, so at this point you can see the market sold and created this impulsive correction. All right, so and also if you look at this, the market came and consolidated here for a while. There was a very strong consolidation here on the 1 hourly time frame. Let me just get this rectangle to draw. You can see market consolidated here for a while. Then finally it broke above it, got to this zone which we marked on the weekly time frame, hit there and retested. I put back a little for a retest. Then you see it bought massively to the upside. It bought. Now this buys here, while market is still buying, we can see there is something going on, guys. If you look at the structure of the market at this point, you see the market is not moving straight. You can see the way the market sold from here to here, and the way the market sold from here to here is different from the way the market bought from here to here. From here, you can see that there's what we call an impulsive correction here too. There's an impulsive correction, guys. All right, so you can easily draw another trend line. You can easily draw another trend line, something like this. You can easily draw another trend line, something like this. Let's look for a way to put it correctly. All right, let's put it correctly. Okay, so this is it. Then I'll duplicate this and I'll place it somewhere here. Okay, you can see. So we have a channel pattern there. Which we expect the market to just keep moving within it until there is a breakout. All right, so after marking out this thing, let me adjust this line to make it touch the wicks correctly. Okay, so now this movement here, what does it tell us? It tells us that the market will be changing direction at some point. Then we have to watch out. Then where do we expect the market to actually change this direction? Now we have a zone right here. There is a zone at this point. There is a zone that the market might want to hit, then change direction, which is this zone here. There's a little, I would say, key level here, because on a lower time frame you will notice that market has been reacting to this zone, and if I trace this to the left, you'll see it's actually a zone that market has been respecting. So if the market buys up to that level, then there is a chance that the market can sell. hit and change direction to sell to the downside. And also there's another level somewhere here, guys. There's another level somewhere here. You can see this daily time frame. We have market bought at this zone. Let's look closely. These are the things you have to look out for when you are analyzing the market. You see market bought close to here, the next candlestick couldn't go above, the next one sold there. So there's a little consolidation at this point, which makes that particular spot a zone actually. So we have to look out and mark it correctly to see if there's actually a breakout. So we can just do something like this, and that is where the market is actually reacting to. You can see this candlestick that got to that zone, it rejected, this bearish candlestick. So now the current day's candlestick is also approaching that zone. If it's able to close above that zone, then it's going to buy until it gets to this zone before it thinks of changing direction. But meanwhile, anything is possible. So the market can easily decide to maybe sell from this zone and break to the downside to do a retest, and that retest is actually going to happen because there is a gap here. There's what they call the fair value gap, which the market might want to respect at this point. The market might want to respect. There's been no retest on that zone yet. There's a fair value gap at this point, which the market has not yet filled up. Though the market just touched a little, so it might want to come back to fill this particular stuff at this point. So we just watch out for that. All right, so then we have to, upon this, we can still find our opportunity to trade by going down to the 4 hourly time frame to see, because at this point the market might be creating two tops here where we have this zone. Instead of just waiting, if you go down to a lower time frame, you might notice the market might be creating a double top here, or a head and shoulders pattern here on the lower time frame that indicates it's going to sell, so that you can get some entry. All right, so we go down to the lower time frame. Let's go to the 4 hourly time frame and see what the market is actually doing there. Let's wait, it's loading. Okay, all right, so at this point you can see this, guys. You can see this. The market is still buying on this 4 hourly time frame. So we can see the way the market sold after getting to this zone. It created an impulsive correction here, then it bought nicely back to this zone. So there is a chance the market can come back, can want to sell from this zone. After selling from this zone, it will be creating a double top here. And mind, it is a resistance zone, so creating a double top on a resistance zone indicates the market will actually sell. So be expecting the sales down to this particular zone. Even if you're taking profit around this zone, you're making so much profit, or the market can easily sell down to where we drew this marked this fair value gap, guys. The market can sell down to where we marked this fair value gap. All right, so you just watch out for it. But if the market does not break below this zone to sell, do not that's what I mean. Let me get this outline tool again. All right, if the market does not break above this zone, the market doesn't break above this zone, expect it to sell. If it doesn't break below this trend line or this particular another zone right here, there's another zone here that is very important. You can see there's been rejections here too. There have been rejections here too. Let me zoom in. You can see each time market bought, take note of where the market bought to or sold to, then rejected. If the market can also break below this zone and close below it, then there is a chance it is really going to sell. So if you get an opportunity for a sell at this point, then take the sell and take your profit around here. You can leave maybe one trade with a minimum lot size to continue running to the downside if you are scared, to be safe. So just do that, then watch out. All right, so on this 4 hourly time frame, you can see what we have there on the chart. Then on the 1 hourly time frame, what do we have? Let's see 1 hourly time frame. Let's see on the 1 hourly time frame if there is anything that can convince us the market is actually going to sell. Okay, we can't really find anything here on the 1 hourly time frame. Okay, and even on the 15 minutes time frame, let's see. Okay, the market is just buying nicely. All right, so we wait for the market to actually buy and go above this zone, or the market to give us structures around this zone where it currently is. The market has to do two things, one of two things. I mean, there has to be either some consolidation or a structure here that indicates the market is going to reverse, or the market has to buy and break and close above this zone on the 4 hourly time frame. We want to see that on the 4 hourly time frame. If the market does that on the 4 hourly time frame, then you can easily find an opportunity to enter some trades. Your target will be this other high, the high we saw on that zone we saw on the daily time frame. All right, that's where your TP will be. All right, else just watch out and wait for the market to give you opportunity to sell. So it's as simple as that. All right, guys, so the result I shared with you guys on the initially on this in this video, here are the results again. So there is this update to my strategy which I would want to share with some persons who will be serious about it. You know, I shared it closely with this, but there were about 3 or 4 students which I was coaching. I think that should be, I can't remember the exact date we started that boot camp, but trust me, all of them are doing very well. I have results from my students, even my previous students, that I have not been sharing because most times I don't want it to look as if you are just joining my mentorship just because I'm flashing results. I want you to determine on your own to join. But I also understand these results are is a sort of motivation for people, you know, for other traders who want to learn. That's why I'm sharing it with you here, guys. All right. So there's going to be a kind of a boot camp, but this particular boot camp is going to be different from the regular boot camps I've been holding. All right, you know. So what is going to happen is I need only a few students. You see that result, they generated it. So I need only a few students. Only 10 students is what I need. The 10 students will join the boot camp. Once you join the boot camp, I will train you for 1 week. I will train you for 1 week with the updates to my strategy and we will practice it. Then I will be dropping high probability setups for you guys to take trades. That is how you'll be able to master this thing. I won't be giving you signals to trade. If I give you signals, you will never know how to trade, guys, because you'll be enjoying the profits and then you won't even think of understanding. But I'll be giving you high probability signals, testing you guys to learn how to take trades from setups. I'll be sharing setups with you. So now this thing is going to happen. There's more to what I'm telling you right now. All right. So this thing is going to be happening on the first week of February. It's going to be happening on the first week of February. All right, now, so you have between now and the end of this month to take a seat for this particular boot camp. All right. When you get to the Telegram channel, you're going to see what it is required for you to join this particular boot camp. Guys, it's going to be massive. Do not miss out for anything. There are more of this kind of results I have, but I don't want to share them here. Once you join us, you get more information on how this thing is going to run. You'll see results from other students who are doing well. All right. It is still very early to being lazy. I want you to sit up, right, guys. Come and get the information you need. You need to succeed this year. If you've been trading for years without success, you should take this opportunity right now and elevate your trading will I call it career or business or whatever, you know, understand. The aim is to make money from it at the end of the day, you know. So click on the link in the description of this video. You get to my Telegram channel. From there you get more information on how to join this particular challenge, on how you're going to join this, because it's more like a challenge. Everybody must make money from it. Everybody must make at least maybe 5x of whatever you're going to use to start day trading. Understand? So I can't say much here. Once it is time, you get more information. But meanwhile, you better start join, because once I have up to 10 students, I won't join. I won't continue. Once I have up to 10 students, I won't add more. I need students I can look after and give them all the information they need, support them as much as I can. All right, so like this video, share your thoughts in the comment section. Let me see you guys in my DM as soon as possible, based on that training that's coming up soon. And if you want to enroll in my private mentorship, I'm still open to that. My direct contact is in the Telegram channel. So once you get to the Telegram channel, you find my direct contact, then reach out to me as soon as you can, guys. All right, so see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed and peace out.